Hey guys, TrixrferKids here, and today is going to be a very special episode. As you see, things look a little different if you watch my last stream. I decided, after a lot of consideration, to go ahead and reorganize my town off-stream. However, make a very special recording showing you everything that I did, sort of go through my decision-making process. So you're seeing a little bit now, but at the end, we'll definitely be revisiting and taking a walkthrough. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's get started. Okay, everyone, so let's actually get to start moving all of this stuff around. This is gonna take some time, so I might cut a little bit out here and there. Nothing too crazy. I kind of want to show you my process of everything. But we're going to have to at least start moving stuff out of the way. I'm trying to think of the best place to actually start putting stuff. I guess I can just start lining everything up here. Because it's going to take a whole process of reorganizing all of this. So I'm going to go ahead and do all this, and then once I have everything sort of moved out of the way, I'll catch back up with you guys. Okay, that took a lot longer than I thought it would. It was about 23 minutes of me moving stuff. And as you see, I've kind of moved everything over to the side here. I want to have as much room to think and build as possible. With that being said, part of this whole thing starts with me finding the exact middle because I want my town square to be, well, the town square right in the middle of town. So I'm thinking probably the best way to do that, it's gonna be a lot of counting, but I'm thinking to just do single lines of path, and I feel like that might be the best way of doing it. So let me count that and find out where the exact center point is, and then I'll meet you back again. Okay, so I counted, and it's basically the entirety of, well, Gamertown is a 50 by 50. So since it's not even, I basically made path too wide, 25, you know, about 25. So that's gonna be the very center is right about here. All right, so I think let's just start moving stuff. I mean, I don't really know how else to better think this through than to just start with the town square. I honestly think that's probably the best thing to do, which is gonna be right here. And I think I actually might put path underneath the whole thing. I think it'll look better that way. So let's wait for a moment on that. Now I need to count how big this is because I also don't know how much that is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 high. And I wonder if I want it to sort of go around it so that there's a little bit of path around it too. Or since you're not really going to see the path underneath it, maybe I just delete the path underneath it and then just do a nice little ring around it. You know what? I think that's what I'm gonna do. So let's actually destroy some of this. Ugh, but then how am I gonna know? I'll put it back just in the very center for now. You know what? It's fine. We have plenty of dirt. If I absolutely need to move it, then I will. But I think we probably should just start placing it, like I said. Okay, and that looks, I'm pretty sure that looks even. Okay, so then, like I said, I did want to put flooring around, because you do kind of see it when, you know, just the fact that it's underneath it a little bit. You do kind of see it. You can see kind of a shadow there. So I think just maybe like a one overlap will look really nice. There, and there's our town square. And actually, now that I have it around it, I can probably go back and anything underneath it other than the 2 that I want, I will delete. Just because that's, you know, we need the dirt. We have plenty, but it's always good to have extras just in case. I mean, I want to, you know, right now I flattened everything, but oh gosh. But I also want to, because we have 1,150 grassy earth. That's quite a bit. So yeah, I want to just make sure I have enough to do everything that I'm thinking in my head. Okay, so how lovely. We have our nice little town square, right in this very smack dab of town. All right, so I guess my thought on everything is I sort of want to have the houses of all the townsfolk go kind of around this in like a half circle on each side. So kind of like parentheses. That's kind of what I'm thinking I want to do. And then since each person has their individual needs, I'm going to try and put like, I don't know, like this corner is all the mining stuff. So Ash's house would be like more up towards this way. You know, because it has to be within 15 tiles or so for most of the requirements for each individual person. So I think what I next need to decide is where I want to put things like this, the travel point and the market and, you know, that kind of stuff. I know one of my corners is going to be designated for my animals and for my crops. I've already sort of decided that. And initially I was thinking that I would have trees all near where the crafting stations are, but I think I've changed my mind about that. I think I sort of want to scatter them about town and make it look really nice and, you know, realistic, because, you know, that's sort of what we're going for here. So I guess we need to decide. Now, I don't remember who anyone's house is. And it doesn't tell you when you pick them up. So that's going to be a little bit of an issue. Not an issue, but I don't remember whose house is whose. So yeah, I think we're going to have to figure that out. I know for sure that this is Ash's house. So because I mentioned I want to put everything up, and these are not set. I'm going to be shifting these slightly to make a nice, like I said, half circle. And I also want to leave room. I sort of want to make this, as suggested during my stream, kind of like a valley of sorts, where the ground is sort of raised along the outside, and it's sort of like everyone lives in the valley. And we also need to keep in mind water, which I'm thinking I actually might put ponds around the town square here to sort of fill in the space. That's what I'm thinking I might do. I don't know yet. Like I said, I have to start getting everything placed. But I'm going to start moving some of the things over like into the corner up here, because this is where my plan is for that. So I'm going to have the quarry, and then this is, I think, the lumber. Yeah, this one's the lumber. And then what else do we have? We have the stone to make bricks. This also will go up here. So just sort of getting a general idea of where everything will go. And I want to make sure to also leave enough space around the quarry here, you know, in order for rocks to spawn and all that good stuff. Okay, so next, let's see. I'm trying to think of a good corner for this. So I'm thinking I'm going to put this more up in this corner, sort of kind of where we had it before. I also kind of wanted to put my house in its own little area, because I want to have like my house, and then I want to have the, what is this, the museum? No, not the museum. I don't want to have the museum. I want to have, what is this, our office or whatever it is, like the town hall, whatever it's called. I wanted to have that sort of up here by my house. So I'm going to start putting that there. And I don't remember which one our house is. I think it's this one. It probably would be a good idea if I sort of figured out whose house is whose. Oops, wrong button. All right, I need to pick these and get these out of the way. Okay, yeah, this is our house. And then I think it was, not Dudley, Willow wanted to be nearby to our house. I'm pretty sure. Or was that Matt? I don't know, I can't remember. We're gonna have to figure all that out. So let's go into build mode, and I will move our house, now that I know it's this one, up in this general area. I'm also going to move our mailbox and these types of items. Okay, so we have our quest board, which I definitely want to move up. I want it to be easily accessible to our house, so we sort of have it right there on a daily basis. We can check to see what we need to do. All of that good stuff. Also our mailbox, that's super important. That's also gonna go up here. And then I think I'm gonna leave the calendar more nearby the town square here. I don't know, I think that would look kind of nice. So it's more of like a calendar for everyone to look at, not just for me. The well, I'm thinking I'm gonna leave over by where my crops are, and my fruit trees, and my animals. I'm gonna sort of make that kind of more of a fenced in area, just so it kind of looks like a real like little farming area. I don't want it to be scattered. Right now everything is so scattered. Well, not right now, everything's together. But before, everything was so scattered, and I don't want it to still be that way. So, like I said, everything's gonna keep moving, but for now, that's what it's gonna be. Okay, what else do we have? We have the museum, we have the markets. I'm trying to think other, like, building-wise, what we have. You know what? I actually think I might keep the market sort of nearby where our produce and things are. Just because I don't know, that sort of, to me, in my head, that goes together. The museum, I don't really have an idea of a spot for that yet. So I think I'm just going to put it down here right now. And I know Laura needs to be nearby to that. We also have the tavern. I guess I need to separate the houses out from the actual, like, businesses. The tavern, and then we have the shop, and then the coffee shop also. And like I said, these are going to be dependent on whose house I place where. So that's a whole big thing. Because it's all very important. But I think I want to like get at least where my houses are going to be set first. Actually, maybe I need to make a little more space then for these. I want to figure out where my houses are going to be set first, like I just said. And then go from there. And then I can always like switch them based on, you know, who needs to be nearby to what. So I guess I need to figure out how far from the town square I need to put everything. And I want it to look nice. I want it to have paths, you know, all that good stuff. But I think what I'm gonna do is, like I said, I think I want to put some water in, sort of make it look kind of nice. Oops. Oh, darn it. You know, sometimes the controls are very touchy in this, so I tend to misclick, but it's all right. And I want this to sort of be like more of a free-flowing looking thing. I don't want it to be so uniform all the time, but there's got to be a little bit of structure to it just because, you know, I got to put paths around it and everything. So I think that looks pretty okay. And I might just mimic that. We'll see. I don't know. It would be easier just to mimic it. And I guess I'm going to have to move this too. Alright, so I'm going to move this just to the corner for now. Like I said, that's going to be moving. I wish that there was a capability to do bridges. I think that would be super cool. But unfortunately there's not at this time. But I think it would be really like a cool look to have that. You know, I think I am going to mimic this just because it looks, I think it looks really nice how I have it over on the other side. So I don't see why not. And then that's 2, so down. I'm just trying to match this as best that I can. This also is going to give us more grassy earth to work with, which will be nice. Right, and then let's put the path in. Since I couldn't fit it over here before, that's the only reason why it wasn't there. It's because everything was just sort of chilling there. Okay, and let's continue with our water. Now this is gonna be tough for me because I need to think of it in reverse. So 1, 2, 3. How many of this? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's gonna be a lot of counting. And then how did we do this? We went up 2. And then over how many? 1, 2, 3. Once I get it down 1 on the bottom, how it's reversed, I'll be able to do it. 1, 2, 3. And then it was up just 1. Oh, shoot. Misclick. Misclick. Alright, let's just fix that. I don't want to... I'll forget to fix it if I don't. Okay, that's looking pretty nice so far, I think. I could... You know what? I could go, like, maybe like that. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. And then all the way over. I think I'm doing this correctly. I hope I'm doing this correctly. That does not look right. Something's up. Okay, so hold on. 1, 2, and then 2 over 1. Oh, I think that's right. That looks about right. Okay, you know what? I really like that. I think that looks pretty nice. I feel like it's off though. Maybe I'm just crazy. I'm probably just crazy. Okay, so now that we have some water put in, and this isn't going to be the only area that I have water, I'm going to try and sprinkle some other ponds about. This is just going to be one of the areas, because we have quite a bit of space to work with. So that will be very nice. Okay, now let's start placing more path and getting... Well, not path, and I don't necessarily need to place path yet. Let's just figure out where we want to put houses. So, as far, you know what, I need to see which one is Willow's house, I think she wanted to be, no, that's Dudley's again. I wish that there was a way to, oh, here's Willow's house. Okay. It's within 16 spaces of my house. Okay, so her house needs to go more up towards where mine is. The only good thing is a lot of their houses do sort of represent their personality. So that's kind of helpful. So I'm thinking I'm gonna put maybe hers about here-ish. And it's pretty much gonna be mimicked on either side. Well, I'm gonna move it up one. It's gonna be mimicked on either side, dependent on who needs to be where. So since she needs to be within so many spaces of my house, I guess I probably need to figure out how I want, well, I can do that later. I just know that my whole little area is gonna be up here. It's gonna be a little bit elevated just because, you know, I am the dude of Gamertown. So I need to have, you know, my own little special area. Okay, so next I think I'm gonna move Ash's house, here-ish? All right, because how many spaces does he need to be away from? 16 spaces of the smelter. Okay. So he needs to be within 16 spaces of this thing right here, which that's no big deal. I can, like I said, this isn't placed yet. I can move that around. And then, you know, I probably put, how many houses do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we have 10 houses in 4 quadrants, so I'm trying to, well, technically we have 11 houses, but I'm not counting mine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we'll have 2. So I'll probably put like maybe 3 up here, and then I'll probably try to mix in since everyone sort of wants to be near something. I think Dudley wants to be near the shop. Laura wants to be near the museum. I don't remember who wants to be near the coffee shop. But probably like where there's a quote-unquote house, I'll place a shop there instead. Just so everything sort of looks a little bit more even. And everything has its own designated area. And of course this will change. There's going to be more villagers added in at some point. But just for now, I just want to get this reorganized because it's kind of, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of bothering me the way it is. Okay, so Dudley's house, does he need to be nearby to anything in particular? All right, he's the one who wants to be near the coffee shop. I was correct in that. So let's actually, I'm trying to think. I know she wants to be near this platform, so I'll probably put hers. And Willow's house is the purple one. I know that because she's got a pretty purple outfit on. Okay, so let's move her house. Sort of, I'm gonna say where Ash's house is, which you know what, I think I'm gonna move his down and over one. So hold on, let me just plop this down. I'm gonna move his down and over one. I'm just trying to think of good spacing. So then there'll be another one basically like right here-ish. And like I said, I'm gonna put path in, I'm gonna put fences in, I'm gonna make it look all nice and pretty and trees, all that good stuff. Okay, so basically hers is gonna be, how many spaces is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, now I can't tell from grabbing her house. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's 9, and then I need to move it down. Oh, shoot. 1. I think that's correct. Okay, we're good. Now I just need to determine who I want to put up here, sort of next to, well, reverse of where Willow's is. I wonder if anyone else has any specific requests to be near me. I know, I sound so humble, don't I? And unfortunately, I sort of screwed myself with this one. I need to move these two before I can see where they need to go. Alright, so let's sort of put these just so that they're more accessible. I know this one's Trix because he's like, you know, a guard and all that good stuff. Oh shoot, again. Am I gonna be able to get over there? Yep, cool. Okay, this is Zana's house. She just needs to be within 16 spaces of the town square. That will not be a problem. That'll be easy because pretty much all of them will be within 16 spaces. Mal's house wants to be the decor shop. I don't think I have the decor shop. Do I have the decor shop? Or am I just forgetting? Pig pasture. I don't think I have the decor shop yet. Maybe that's content that's not in yet. Or maybe I just haven't unlocked it yet. And then Dalton's house. Okay, he's the one that wants to be near the general shop, which that'll be no problem. And then Laura within the museum. And then whose house is this? Oh, this is Bubsy's house. He wants to be within the tavern. He's kind of not our favorite, so whatever. I don't remember if Tarek had any specific requests or not. Oh, just the marketplace. So he just wants to be by the marketplace. Okay. So I think who we're gonna move next is our good friend here, Dalton. Because he wants to be near the store. And I'm thinking I'm gonna put his house about here. And then the store can be... Or do I want to... You know what? I might put his over here. I don't know, guys. There's so many things I can do. Well, no one else wants to be nearby to me. Nice, right? So Zana... I'm just going to move hers. Let's just start with that next. Start moving hers. Because that'll be quite simple. So hers is 1, 2, 3, and 1 over. Wow, that's harder to count in reverse. 1, 2, 3. Is that right? I think that's right. 1, 2, 3. I think that's correct. That looks like the reverse. I wish that you could phase them the other way, but then of course you couldn't get into them, so I understand it, but... Okay, and then I'm going to move Dalton's house, which is this... No, this was not Dalton's house. That was Dudley's house. Dalton's house is this house right here. We're gonna move this basically reverse of Ash's house. Let me count and see how far that is. So it was 9, right? 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Above this thing right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we need to move it 1 over. And then I feel like it's not in the right... Huh. Because this looks different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so it lines up with this at the bottom point. So this is gonna have to go here. I think that's actually right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's correct. That's exactly opposite of Ash's. Yay. Okay, so we have those two placed, and then his will be within the little market, which is right here. I'm just gonna put it next to it just for now, just so I remember. All right, so next will be Dudley, which I think I'm gonna figure out. You know what? I'm gonna put this in place, which I'm thinking right there is about nice. And then we can do the same thing on the other side, but with Dudley's house, and his will be near the coffee shop. I think that'll be perfect. Tarek just needs to be by the market, so he'll probably be... I'm gonna have to move all these crops too. Because Tarek wants to be near the market. The market's gonna be down over here, so I think his house is in a good spot. The one we need to think about next is probably... You know what? I might move Zana's house because Laura needs to be near the museum, and I was gonna put the museum down in this corner, down over here. Zana's pretty easy, as long as she's by the market square, or the town square, rather. That's all that matters. Okay, now if I can remember which one is Laura's. Haha. This is Mel. Mel, we don't really have a spot for yet, just because... Here's Laura's house. Okay. Laura's is the blue roof. I get these two confused because they're kind of similar in color. So let's move... Oh, come on. Let's actually move this house in place of Zana. So we'll move Zana just out of the way for now and move this one into place. Right there. Perfect. And then, like I said, the museum will probably be somewhere like generally here-ish, give or take. And Zana, I'm just gonna actually put her opposite of Willow for now. And then Dudley, oh yeah, like I said, Dudley was gonna be basically the opposite of maybe. I'm trying to think. There's so much to think about, guys. Or just continual thinking out loud. I could put... I feel bad. I feel like I'm gonna keep having to move Zana because she doesn't have... Well, you know what? No, I'll put Mel over there because Mel doesn't really have any specific desires at the moment other than the decor shop, which I don't have. I don't have that yet. So, let's see. Right about there? I think it was 2 spaces. 1, 2, yeah, 2 spaces. Okay. Ooh, guys, I'm starting to really like this. It's looking good. Okay, so we have that set. Tarek, I'll probably just move down and over 1. And then we have, who we have left? Bubsy. Yuck. And then, I don't mean to say yuck, that was mean. He's just not very nice. Like, he's not very nice to us. This actually might end up moving. Hold on, because it has to be within 16 spaces. 16 spaces is quite generous. And this is Bubsy's house. You know what? Bubsy's house is gonna go next to Dalton's house, up over here. Where I just moved the thing from it. The thing, you know, the stuff with the things. He's gonna go there, because I'm gonna have like a little like area down here for all the, for this and the tavern and this. I wish the coffee shop could go there, but it's just not sort of working out how I have planned. Okay, cool. So I think we have a nice plan here going, guys. I'm gonna get these last couple houses moved into place. I'm gonna have to move these crops to get everything. But yeah, I'll meet you back here in just a few minutes when all the houses are placed, and then we'll start working on more of the aesthetics of everything. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, I did a little bit of rearranging too while I was at it. I was just thinking everything through. And I decided that... Sorry, I need a little water break. I moved, once again, Zana's house, because hers is sort of the easiest to... As long as it's around this general... As I'm pointing at my screen, you can't see that. As long as it's around the town square, that's fine. So I ended up moving Dalton's house here so I could put the shop here. And then... Mel's house is now, oh no, sorry, Laura's house is now here. It was where Dalton's house is. I sort of flipped those two. And the museum and the tavern will be down in this area. Mel's house stayed the same. I switched, Willow's and Zana's, it doesn't matter. As long as Willow is near me and Zana's near the town square, we're good. And then Dudley's house is here now, and the coffee shop is here. And Tarek is here. So yeah. That's sort of where all of our houses landed, guys, and I'm so excited. It's starting to look so good. So I think what's next is I want to start putting in, well, I guess I should get the other buildings. Should I get the other buildings placed, or should I put fences? I think I'm going to start putting some fences and pathways, which that's just sort of to make it look kind of nice and pretty. So let's start doing that. So definitely going to connect that. I don't like just straight paths. It gets... I mean, those are kind of straight a little bit right there. Whatever. I mean, some of them are going to be somewhat straight, and obviously this middle one. But from about here out, it's going to vary. I just have this as a place marker right now. And then, oh, I have to remember to also put them underneath the doors because you can totally see that. Let's see, what else can we do? I want to do the easy ones first. So ones are sort of just kind of straightforward. Do that, and then sort of a winding little path here. Like I said, I just don't want it to look very like everything in a box, like very straight line. Like I like to things to look a little bit nice. So I mean that's pretty good looking, I have to say. All right, so then let's actually work on the path over here. And then I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a fence around like sort of the housing area. Not a complete fence. I mean, there's gonna be breaks in it, but just sort of to differentiate the house area versus like the other types of areas, you know. Make it kind of look nice and all that good stuff. Okay. I'm probably, again, just gonna mirror what I have over on the other side. I mean, I sort of like this whole mirrored look, to be quite honest. I think it's looking pretty nice, if I do say so myself. And then over and then down. I think that's pretty, that looks equal. Yeah. Guys, it's coming together. All right, the bottom will have to be a little bit different though, just because it's not the same, because the doors do orient a different way. So I have to decide, I think I want the path to come down here. Just because, I mean, like I said, the doors are different, so probably more have, and I like to have one space between the house and the pathway. With the exception of in the front. That doesn't matter. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm liking that. And then, like I said, I like the whole mirrored look, so I think we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. I have to count now. 3, 1, 2, 3, and then... Is that how that goes? It's gonna be different, because I can't really keep it all... I can't keep it all straight. I think that's how it... I mean, I started to do it correctly, and then... I don't really know what happened. Probably the door is different, in a different spot. Actually, I do want to move this one, though. I'm gonna have this one actually right up near the house. Yay, okay. And then... No. We're gonna have this one also. Did I have the other side to the outside? I don't remember. Nope, the inside. I had it to the inside. I don't know, I'm kind of feeling this one going towards the outside though. Alright. Let's leave a space. Space just looks better. Gives us more room for decorating and trees and all that good stuff. I think I'm just gonna delete this because I don't plan to have that there. All right. Yay. Okay. So again, I'm gonna delete all that because I don't plan to have that all the way to the edge. Like I said, there's gonna be a little bit of raised land in that area because I want it to be, like I said, in sort of a valley, which will be so very nice. Okay. Now I think the next thing that we need to do is figure out... We should start raising the land, actually, a little bit on the outside. So we can figure out... Because I'm going to put this probably up, like, a little bit elevated. Because then this is going to be elevated. So basically it's going to be on 2 tiers. So yeah, I think I'm going to start working on elevating the outsides so I can place the things on the inside. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna start up in the top left corner, because this is one of the biggest things that needs to be placed. So I think I'm just gonna go all the way around, to be honest. Oh, I have to move. I'll have to move that stuff, but I'm thinking I'm just gonna do all the way around to begin, with the exception of, you know, how we get into town. Move all the way around till about there. Maybe one over. Oh shoot, I gotta move this. You move, thank you. Oh, those misclicks are real. Okay. Continuing on. And I know that sound is like absolutely atrocious, but can't really do anything about it. And then I'm gonna have to move, you know, I didn't think that through. I'm gonna have to move all of these multiple times probably, because there's lots of trees and I don't want to destroy them. You can place more, but I just would rather not. I think you can place more. I know you can place fruit trees. Okay, continuing on with our raising of the land. Okay, I think I'll do, since this is actually going to be the highest point, I think I'll do, I'm going to have to move everything again. You know what, guys, let me actually go around and I'll raise the very outer edge so you don't have to watch all that, because I'm going to have to keep moving some stuff. And then I'll meet back with you after that is all done. All right, guys, I know it's looking a little bit crammed right now, but I do have a plan. And this was actually sort of an accident. I just realized I had to sort of cut it in here because the pathway, but I kind of like how it looks. Not so, like, if you go over to the other side, it looks pretty uniform throughout, and I'm not liking that as much. So I'm thinking I might actually lower it a bit, and I'm gonna also have to figure out a way. So you can't run path down the backside or along off the side of a raised area. So I'm thinking what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to lower some of this to create a pathway to go up for all of this good stuff, because everything basically here is gonna be raised, which is gonna be, I'm thinking, this marketplace. So it looks crammed, but everything is gonna be reorganized and raised up a bit. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do that. So I'm gonna start by lowering this area here. I'm trying to think where the best place to do that is. I really wish that they would make it so you could put the pathway up the back side to make like a ladder up the back instead. That would be so much easier. But I guess we'll start here. Oops, nope, wrong button again. Okay. And then we'll basically just cut this in so we can put the pathway. All right, and I'm gonna lower or raise this rather. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. Again, I'm gonna have to move more stuff because all this stuff, it's just getting hard because I'm not having a place to put a lot of this stuff now. And by stuff, I mean cows and things. That's rude of me to call them stuff. My lovely barnyard creatures. I don't have a specific area for them at the moment. Considering this is sort of, it's not exactly what I had imagined, but it's getting there. It's just gonna take a little bit more time. But I'm gonna have to move, you know what, no, that's not what I wanted to do at all. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna catch these bugs, just because it's be one less thing I have to move. So it's gonna use, I mean, who cares? It's gonna use a little bit of energy, but any other bugs around here, you're gonna get caught, because I don't have time to keep moving you, and that's one less thing I'll have to move. Oh, come on, don't, now it's just being difficult. Okay. And I'll get this. Because, I mean, we gotta, you know, gotta make money. Okay, so let's go back to moving stuff. Alright, this is just gonna move. These are gonna be in the bottom corner, but I need to actually make space for the platform area. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna have to do the same thing on this side, too. Oh, dang it. I'm gonna have to do the same exact thing over on this side, which is fixing this whole thing. Maybe one day we'll be able to have the ability to put pathways wherever we see, wherever we please. Okay. So let's elevate. Let's see, it was this square. I have to go one more up, but I have to move this thing first. So let's actually work on this side first, because I need to get this big old marketplace out of the way. That's really, it's making it quite challenging. So again, you get to watch me move stuff. Everyone's favorite. It's like in all my games where I have to do inventory management, but you know, it's just part of it. And I feel that the end result's gonna be so worth it, so it's all part of the journey. All right, so the only issue is with the crops. I really need to find a nice spot for them, like soon. That might be after I place this marketplace. That might be my next thing, because they're kind of a pain. Because you have to make more tilled soil before you can move them. You can't just move them, and it becomes kind of a pain. Not gonna lie. But once we find them a home, we won't have to move them again. Like I said, initially I thought I'd put everything down here by the marketplace, but I think that's probably going to change now, because things are taking a wee bit more space than anticipated. And I still need to fit in a compost bin, which I do not have. You know what? This is an achievements thing. It's not in the game yet, but I'm going to keep it up towards where my house is. It's not going to go there. Clearly that's all moving, but I think it's going to go in this general area near my house, so we can check achievements whenever that happens to be added in. Okay, so the last thing we need to do is to get these crops moved. So I'm trying to think of a good area for them just temporarily, and I think that good area is going to be right here, because I'm not planning on building anything here. I'm not even counting at this point. I don't know. Okay, that's probably the correct amount of tilled soil, because I think we can only build so many at a time. I know we can only have 12 crops at a time, but now we gotta move all of these. And this is definitely gonna be a little bit longer of a video. I mean, I have a bunch of stuff that I'll be able to edit out, obviously. You know, things you don't need to see me raising land for 10 minutes, or when I had to clear everything. You don't need to see me doing that. So, but yeah, this is going to definitely be a little bit on the longer side, but I wanted to include you all in my process and my decision making as to how I'm editing the lovely Gamertown and making it the home that we all want. And it's going to change again, like I said, once we get all the new villagers. I think there's like 5 more. So, but that just might be sprinkled in. I might just add, because there's a little bit of space like right here, not right now, but there's a little bit of space here. I might pop a house in there. I mean, because I really am, like I said, liking sort of how it's a mirror image for the most part. So yeah, I don't really want to change a whole lot of this. I'm really pleased so far with the progress. Now it's just getting everything else placed. Okay, so let's actually get rid of this now. All this, and then, yay! Now we have room to build it! Alright, so let's get to raising this land here. I'm probably gonna do it, let's see. That's all set. Now I want to, like I said, I'm very much about aesthetics and making things look aesthetically pleasing. So probably like in the corners here, I'll make it a little bit, give it a little depth and dimension. All that good stuff. So it doesn't look so square and boxy. It looks like we built ourselves around the land and not the other way around. Which, you know, in actuality, it is the other way around. Okay, so this isn't gonna fit. Okay, so now I'm gonna have to think about this. Because I was hoping to fit it up on this platform, and I mean, I could raise the land. Okay, I'm just gonna have to raise more of this land. I was hoping to keep a space, but I'm thinking I'm gonna have to just build right up to there. I mean, it's not the worst thing. It's definitely not. It just wasn't what I had planned initially. But this actually might end up looking a bit nicer than... No, it's still not... Okay. I know I just literally went on a whole spiel about aesthetically pleasing. Okay, I'm gonna have to lower that corner though, because I need to fit this in. And I wanna have room for a nice pathway around it and maybe some fences, which that's not gonna happen. I wish we could turn these things. I so wish that was something that you could do, is turn. But it's not, so let's see. I can place this right here, which is not my favorite. So we are gonna at least make a little bit more space and edit the path ever so slightly. Which just requires us to move a couple little things here. That one wasn't necessary, but whatever. All right, let's put that pathway back. All right, so that's not too bad actually, and that actually is gonna allow for us to move this a little bit. Ooh, that's better. That is so much better, yay, okay. Okay, I'm definitely liking that. I don't think we'll be able to put pathway around the outside because I kind of wanted to do that. We won't be able to completely all the way around just because of this up here. But I can do as much as possible. Yeah, and I don't really think that there's another way unless I really drastically move the pathway. Which, you know what, let's look and see how that looks first before I make any decisions. Let's just elevate this and move, no pun intended, the cow pasture. Haha. I don't even know if that actually is the cow pasture. It could be the pig pasture, but whatever. And I definitely did not mean to do that. So let's fix that. And this might not be too bad. That's not too bad. And then I can actually do this all the way around. Yay, okay. I'm very actually pleased with that. And we do have a little bit of space right here for whatever I decide to put there. I don't know, maybe we put our crops there? I'm not sure. But definitely gonna put the path going up here. I kind of want the double wide path. And then, I don't know. I don't know if I should fill that in or if I should. I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit wider here at the bottom. This is, I don't know if eventually we'll be able to go somewhere else. Or, you know, whatever. That would be kind of interesting if we can, I mean, I know we can already go other places in our hot air balloon, but. Okay, that looks nicer. All right, so this is sort of tucked in there. And then I'm probably just gonna leave this blank for now because I'm sure we'll be able to put, I mean, I'm sure we'll have something else here at some point. All right, so let's get to moving on this side now. I don't want it to be even on this side though. If we can change it up a little bit, just the only reason being is that market is so large, and ideally I would like a space, like a one wide space where between the path and the raised land. So that's not what I meant at all. You go away. And you come here. So like that. That's, I mean, I'd rather have a little bit of space between all that good stuff. Okay. So let me fill all this in. This is sort of gonna be the area with the museum. Why is it not letting me? I have no more grassy earth. Well, that's a problem. that's gonna really require me to change some things up a little bit here. So let me get creative. I mean, I don't want to take it up that high, but we're gonna need more grassy earth. I totally didn't think that through. Maybe we don't have it all the way around. Maybe we just do it in the corners where it's raised. Because I can't be running out of grassy earth. I mean, I need... I definitely need more. Let's see how this looks. I definitely don't like when it's just like that strip look, so I want a little bit of dimension to it. Them on lower. Let me raise this a little bit. Alright, that's not bad. I don't mind that. That's kind of bugging me a little bit, just because I like to have a little bit of room. Some breathing room. Okay, so I'm just trying to think all of this through. Oh boy. Alright, how much did that allow for? I feel like it wasn't much. It was only like 53. Yeah, that wasn't enough. It's not gonna be enough. So we might have to revise this slightly, like I said. Might not be able to have everything that we had hoped and dreamed for. That's okay though. That's why we're talking this through together. All right, let me figure out this raised earth situation because I need to try and conserve as much as possible. Like I said, I didn't realize how quickly that would have gone. So I'm gonna figure that out and then I'll meet you guys back here in just a second. Okay guys, I've been playing around with this for a little bit and I think I've decided a way to give myself my own special little area up here. As you see, I sort of raised this up a little bit because this is sort of where I plan to have my quote-unquote mayor's office and also my house. Our own special little area. I say our as if, and you know, I have my significant other yet, which I do not. I mean, I'm pretty happy with this. I'm gonna put this board probably right here by my office area, and then I'll put my mailbox right here by my house. So that's all nice and pretty. I haven't decided where I want to put the achievements thing yet. Oh shoot. I haven't decided where I want to put this yet. It might end up going, I don't know, I haven't decided. For right now, it's just gonna go there. Actually, no, it's not, because I'm gonna tell you what I have planned next. So, I think what I need to do is I'm gonna have to add in more water because that's a real issue. That, I mean, that's where I don't have a whole lot of this, you know, land that I can do. So I'm thinking what I wanna do is I wanna add a nice little water feature. I don't know how wide, oh no. That was not what I meant to do. Nice little water feature around my house. I'm thinking that might be a way to not only conserve the land that I have, but also it looks nice. So yeah, I'll definitely still be up on my little raised hill type area, but have some water. And I'm gonna make that wider. I don't know how many yet. I haven't quite decided because we have to now move a lot of this stuff. But I thought, I mean, I was struggling and I thought, you know what? I might as well start with something I know that I want to do and then go from there. So, and this will give us more grassy earth, as I said. So, and I don't want to get it too close to the other houses or anything. In fact, that one needs to go away. And I think I'm going to make it a little bit wider right here. But then I might be happy with that, actually. So let's just make sure we do the same thing on the other side, and I think that'll be good. I think that'll allow us for a lot more of the grassy earth. That's not the same at all, is it? Not the same at all. So I need to fix this because, like I said, I like it the look that I have going, the mirrored look. Is that what I have? That looks about right. Okay, perfect. Okay, so my only other question is I might want to scoot these back one. Yeah, we're definitely gonna scoot these back one. That's much better. Yay. Okay, I'm very happy with that. So let's just connect the path. And then how would this look in the middle? Our little achievement thingy. I don't know, I kind of don't know where to put that. And I don't really necessarily like that there because it's not even. The size of our mayor's office type thing is bigger than the size of our house. So I can either scooch the mayor's office over one or just find another spot for this completely, which for now I'm just gonna set it here, but I'm thinking I'm gonna find another spot for it completely. Maybe it'll be somewhere around our center here. I don't know. That's gonna be sort of part of the decorating part of it. So yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out. So I'm glad I tackled that issue. I think what I'm gonna do next is, because I shifted this over one slightly too, just a little bit, but I took away a little bit here. This area is far too massive, I think, and I'm gonna get rid of a lot of this over here. So give me another few minutes. I'm going to go back and raise the lands in the corners how I want it, and then we can go ahead and place the final placements of our buildings. So just give me a couple minutes and I'll be right back. All right, guys. I think I have the ground pretty much exactly where I want it. As you see, I have no more grassy earth left. But I'll sort of show you. So each little corner has the raised area like we discussed, and pretty sure I have it kind of where I want it. The only thing I did have to place, and that's only for spacing purposes, was the balloon platform. Other than that, I wanted to place everything with you guys. So I'm gonna, now that I have this in place, and we'll put the pathway in, which I'm thinking, it's kind of a weird platform because it's not exactly even, and it's got a very wide staircase. So I'm thinking about maybe making a little area like that, which ideally I'd like to raise that, but I don't have that. So maybe if I can find one area somewhere else, and I might add more water in too, so that might help with that. So we're gonna move this and connect this over here. I like that a lot. Yay, okay. And I don't want to run it all the way around on this one just because, you know, the balloon does block everything, so it's really not necessary. It's more about this front area here. Like I said, if I can find one more little dirt thing, grassy earth or whatever it is that I need, you know what? I can, because I think I might move some of this over here. Alright, so there we go. We have our +2 grassy earth, which means I can add the one I want right here. That's better. Okay, perfect. Alright, now let's actually place our smelting area over here. Now this needs to be within 16 spaces of ash. So I'm gonna put this pretty much right in the middle, this quarry. I'm gonna put this about right there, which leaves us with the wood, which is right there. And I might move this over just a tad. No, it's pretty good right there. I wish I had like one more wide that I could do, but that's all right. It doesn't have to be perfect. At least not extremely perfect, you know. My OCD does kick in every now and again. I can, you know, things have to be pretty close to perfect, but okay. And I have no more dirt either. Oh, shoot. So that's going to make pathing a little bit difficult. So we actually might have to take away some of the stuff underneath here in order to do more path. Yikes. That's okay. Let's get everything placed first, and then I can worry about path later. So let's finish getting everything put. My main concern is I need a path to get at least up onto this platform. So we're gonna have to figure that out at least a little bit. Alright, so now we need to place the museum and the tavern. The tavern, I was gonna put more up here-ish? Which actually, you know what? I'm gonna actually get rid of this here a little bit. And by a little, I mean a lot bit. And this I might change this up a little bit too. That looks pretty good. All right, so let's move. I'm gonna put the tavern because it needs to be by Bubsy. Bubsy wants to be near the tavern. That was one of the requirements. So we're gonna stick with that. So let's actually put the tavern, I think, about right there. And then Laura needs to be near the museum. And this is said museum. I just don't know. I'm struggling a little bit because this area actually might be a good spot for my crops and everything. So I'm struggling just a little bit with that. If I maybe want to put the tavern here and maybe just the... I don't know. Like I said, I'm kind of struggling here a little bit with this decision. It'll all work out. I know that. But it also might require me to take away some of this raised earth because it's a bit much for just these two little buildings. Which is why I think I'm struggling. But let's just place this for now. And then let's see what else can we do. I'm trying to think. Because this I'm very, very, very pleased with this area. And this area. And pretty much the whole center. And this I'm pretty pleased with this. I'm not 100% sold on this yet, but the market does have to go in this area because Tarek is here. But, all right, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and finish up placing all these things, and I'll meet you back here in just a few minutes. All right, guys. So I placed the rest of the stuff. I did end up moving a few things. We're far from done, but this episode has gone far too long. This is definitely gonna be one of my special episodes. I'm not gonna do these all the time. It's gonna be on the longer side, like I said, but just to show you sort of my thought process, and I figure we can decorate later. We can do that on stream, or I can just do another episode. You decide if you'd like to see me on stream do it, or another episode. But that'll be fully decorating, fences, all that good stuff. But let me just sort of show you what we have here. So I ended up moving the market to right here when you enter town, which makes a lot of sense. You know, people, travelers, whatever, might come into town and want to see your market and whatnot. This side is actually going to be where my animals are. I only have 2 right now. I'm trying to be conscious of leaving room for growth. I think there are 4 pastures that you can get. I'm not sure if it's 3 or 4. I think it's 4. I want to probably put another one here and then another here with a sprinkling of trees between. On the other side, I ended up actually moving Laura's and Bubsy's houses over to this side. I did a little bit of reorganization. So the museum and the tavern are over here. And those should both satisfy them being 16 squares. This obviously did not move. As I told you, this was pretty... I put that pretty much where it's going to be. This didn't change at all. That stayed sort of where it is. I did add path here. I took away some of the path that we didn't need. And yeah, so I am overall pretty pleased with everything. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you all so much for joining me today and sticking with me. Like I said, I know this was a longer one, but I appreciate all of you. If you wouldn't mind to like and subscribe, that would be awesome. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.